All right, y'all, been a while since I filmed a video about flipping a car and the process and so forth. It's Sunday morning at 8:30. You'd think being self-employed I have an easy life, but I do chase a lot of cars on the weekends. So we're going to look at a Ford Edge. I think it's like a 2012 to 2014, supposedly broadsided or sideswiped by a 18-wheeler and knocked out all the glass on the driver's side. So we'll see what it really looks like when we get there. All right, let me turn my music down. There it is. That's the good side. We're fixing to go look at the other side. Hopefully we're able to make a deal with these folks. These Ford Edge sell pretty good for me. All right, I bought it. As is the case with every vehicle that I buy, it is worse than explained. And we'll give a full tour after we get it to the shop. We're going to have it towed in by Chubbs tomorrow morning. What I can see initially is the A-pillar's a little crumpled. I do have a body man friend that I'll probably ask to tackle that. Got some paint transfer and stuff on one of the doors. Lost a piece of trim on the driver door, I believe it is. The the driver front and rear windows are destroyed, which is no big deal. We can put in a piece of glass. The rear privacy glass is destroyed, no big deal. We can do that. I'm a little concerned. I didn't get to hear it run. My jump box, the one I brought, was from my wife's car, and it's a Harbor Freight special, so I didn't get to start it. That's got 129,000 miles on it. I am a little concerned it's pretty low on oil, but that's okay. We can deal with that. It's leather interior. I think it's going to be a nice car for us. And I was able to buy it for $700. So $700 to the car. My guess is the tow is going to be about $250. Glass and all that, less than $300. I don't know what we're going to do about the sunroof. I'm hoping it's just an adjustment, but I don't think that's the case. And, I'm sure there's going to be other things. But anyway, we bought it Sunday morning, got a 45-minute ride back home, and we'll pick up another clip on this particular car when we get it to the shop and we get the tarp off. We'll do a tour. Okay, today's follow-up day on the 13 Ford Edge I bought. It's pretty nice. This is the side that doesn't have a problem. Now we're going to see why it's cheap. Alright, I'm going to get a new Ford logo, I think. That sort of makes cars look a little better on high-definition headlights and stuff. But let's come around to this. So the car was sideswiped. The mirrors broke. The glass is broke. The door is livable, but the A-pillar is a little messed up. I think I can do this one myself. If not, we do have a body shop we work with. This panel's missing. We can get another one. Small indentation. Doesn't think it's going to be a problem. But check out the interior, guys. This is a nice, clean car. This leather is in good shape. I'm gonna have to clean that armrest, but I bet I can make it pretty good. Car's got 130 on it. Oh yeah, this window's broke out. This trim's missing. This trim's damaged. This window's busted out. The good thing is these are just siliconed in, so my guy and I can do that. This, I believe, is gonna buff out. Might be wrong. And this, for the most part, will buff. So that's that. And then we got the issue with the sunroof. He said his grandkids were playing with it, going up and down real fast, and it got stuck. So we'll either get it down and pull the fuse, or maybe we'll be able to fix it. I think we'll probably spend more time sucking out the broken glass than we will anything else. So that's the update on the Ford Edge that we'll get to in the near future. All right, so I haven't filmed an update on the Ford Edge in a while. I don't know, we've had it a good month or so, and turns out the ABS module's bad. So that was a bear to swap, labor intensive. And the one that I bought used doesn't work. and I paid to have it programmed because my guy couldn't get it programmed. So can't really drive the car yet, which sucks, but it is what it is. I've got a new windshield put in. The window glass is in, but of course the window's down because we were programming. This window glass is in. I have this window glass, but we haven't put it in yet. So that's coming. This we're just gonna pound back in with a hammer. And this, and this we're going to replace. And this I'm going to do a little body work on. Other than that, you know, it's got 130,000 miles. It does run and drive, all that needs to be cleaned, but that's where we're at. Hey guys, just wanted to take a second to tell you thank you for watching my video, and of course, now it's time for the shameless plug where I ask you to give me a like, a subscribe, and a comment about my video. I recently found out when looking at my YouTube information that only about 5% of my people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. And I think I know why. I mean, generally you YouTube or you Google search the question that you have, usually about car titles, and then it shows you my video. You get the information you need and you move on. That's all well and good, but if you could take a minute and just hit that subscribe button, maybe leave me a comment below. Hey, where did you find this video? Did you find this video looking on YouTube? Did you Google me to find this video? Are you a return subscriber who likes to look at my content? I'd really like to know where my people are sourcing my videos from. And if you could give a like and a subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. There's a playlist with plenty of other videos, behind the scenes videos, Texas title issue videos, and of course the walk around videos for the cars that we actually sell. Believe it or not, we really generally are a used car dealer, not a YouTuber. But if you could do those things for me, I would sincerely appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and now we'll get you back to your video. Thanks again. So I'm not sure where this video is going to come out in relation to other videos that I've made, but one of the problems that I'm facing is my shop has been busy enough that we're not getting to the car lot stuff. And I keep buying these effing cars that need work because they're cheaper, and I have a shop and then I can afford to fix it. The problem is, as of today, I'm up to 5 vehicles that I own that are out in the yard on the shop that we haven't gotten to yet. And so I literally have 1 car today that's for sale. And I like to at least have, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 at a time. So that's an evolving problem that we're getting into here. I've made or have filmed other videos talking about the problem, and is it time to hire? Is it time to hire on my car lot side? Is it time to hire on my transmission shop side? Where would I put that new employee, and can I generate enough business to offset their expense? So for today, this is where we're at with the Ford Edge, and hopefully the next video you see, it'll be finished and ready for sale. All right, so I just found this video from this Ford Edge, and boy, has it been a challenge. So I bought this car, I want to say it was in March, from an individual. And if you remember, it had all the windows there were bashed out. We got that fixed. We couldn't get the ABS to work right. It wouldn't stop. The brake booster wasn't right. We replaced those. It was a short run, a limited production. So I sent it over to my buddy's shop. He's smarter than us. And I got it working. So he sent it back to me $920 later, but sent it back to me with no warning lights, all the monitors ready to go. So we have been working on getting the adhesive off the sunroof and getting it washed up. I'm fixing to go get it inspected here in a little bit, and it will almost be time to sell. So what we decided to do is just leave this as is. I'm not sure that I could repair it and have it look any better. This piece here, I got to buy from the Ford dealer. They're like 80 bucks a piece, which is just ridiculous. So that being said, I'm not going to replace this one. And I'm not going to replace this, and I am going to try to buff this out, and that should be about it. All the adhesive is off the sunroof is down. At this point, brake clean gets off the last of the residue. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go get it inspected today. And with any luck, man, we may have this baby up for sale. It's got 129,000 miles on it. It drives really nice. I will probably honestly keep it and drive it until it sells for close to what I'm asking. But that's the, gosh, it's got to be 4 or 3 month later update on the Ford Edge.
All right, y'all. So welcome back to the 2013 Ford Edge video. It looks like I dropped the ball a little bit on this video. I made a video leading up to the car being ready to get sold, and then I didn't record anything when it was sold. So time to wrap up, show you where we landed. Let me start with, this is one of those things where the cheap car is usually the most expensive part of the process. For example, right now out in the bay, we have a 2007 Honda Pilot I bought for $500 because they didn't change their timing belt and the timing belt broke. Well, we took the heads off, we took it to the machine shop. $800 later, we got heads back so we can go back together with it. So that's just an example. A lot of times if you're flipping cheap cars, the cheapest part is the car itself. So I'm not going to bother to put this up on the screen because I know it can be harder to read, but I want to just kind of run through what the expenses were and then what the profit was on this vehicle. So I started this back April 1st is the first day that I have an invoice in. I am recording this the week of Thanksgiving, okay? The car sold, let's say the car sold 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So let's say the car sold the end of October. So April, May, June, July, August, September, 7 months. 7 months. That's terrible. And wait till you see the numbers. So let's start with, bought the car April 1st, $700. We used Chubb's Towing to tow the car back to my shop. That was $180, which was a break. I thought it would be about $250. Amazon, the windshield glue to put the quarter window in, $22. Ended up buying an ABS module on eBay that was remanufactured by a local shop or a small business. The biggest problem we had with this ABS module was it only fit a couple of years with or without the cruise control speed adapt thing. So there were just not a lot of them available to purchase. So I ended up getting this one for $235. It was a reman. It did in fact work. So I guess it was worth it. $150 we spent for glass at Highway 6 Auto Parts. The bill from my shop, Integrity Transmission, was $1,475 for putting in the glass to tune up all the work that we did to it. And then my buddy's shop that I mentioned in the video, Pro Auto in Royce City, Texas, he's a good guy. He figured out the ABS issue, got the ABS program, got all the warning lights out, and the sunroof down, and his bill was $920. So my car was $700, and my repair costs were $2,982. So the car sold relatively quickly. It sold for $4,700, including the taxes. So if you look at $4,700, and then we had $3,782 in the vehicle between the repairs and the vehicle itself, $139 for the title, vehicle inventory tax $715, sales tax $261.95. Left me a profit on this vehicle of $508.77. So what I want to say is sometimes we get these shit deals and we think we're going to save them by throwing money at it and we're still going to make the money. And often that is not the case. I have changed my philosophy a little bit more to a cut and run when it goes bad. For example, earlier last week, I bought a 2014 Ford Escape with a transmission issue, and the guy wanted $500 for it. He saw me on TikTok, messaged me. Great. I went out and bought it, $500. Had it towed to my shop, $91. I'm in it for $591. Well, there's no junkyard transmissions to speak of. The ones I did find were in the $1,400-$1,500 range. Well, my cost to build that transmission is $1,500. Then, of course, I have to pay my builder to build it, so that's another $475. So, for argument's sake, I'm in it for $2,000 plus the car, plus the tow, and then, oh yeah, catalytic converter code, which it's a bolt-on converter, relatively cheap. But all said and done, when I added it all up, we were at like $3,000 for this car. And the reality is, I can go buy that car running and driving at the auction for $3,000. Also, it had 180K on it. I'm not quite sure where it's going to land. Is it a $4,000 car? I don't know. But I am not tying up $3,000 to make $1,000. Just like this one was a 7 month shit deal that I truly was just happy to get my capital back out of and live to fight again. So when you're buying cars, guys, if you're buying those cheap ones, you got to beware that sometimes it's just not worth it. I probably would have been better suited to get this car back to my shop, clean it up, and sell it as is for $1,500 or $1,800. I would have made more money in a couple of weeks versus over a 7 month period. Anyway, haven't put out a video in a while. That's flipping the 2013 Ford Edge. It was hardly a flip. It was clearly a flop. It is Thanksgiving week, so I hope y'all have a great holiday, and we'll talk soon.